Panchanga Case Study 6. Hi, welcome to Consciousness YouTube channel. Here we explore practical ways to understand personality, career, and relationships using the ancient science of Vedic astrology and the Vedic calendar system, graciously given by the ancient wise of India. In this playlist, we undertake case studies with the following criteria and parameters in play: Ascendant Nakshatra, Vara, Tithi, Karana, Yoga. The above 5 parameters explore the fundamental guiding principle of the balance of energies between 3 aspects: the sun, the moon, and the ascendant, in any natal birth chart. Before going through the case study, please ensure you understand the fundamental principles in previous videos of this series and take your notes. Only then will these help in your deeper understanding and how to apply them to your own charts. Let us now get into the case studies. Remember, in each case, we shall see dominant personality traits that can help shape a person's life, career, relationships, and most importantly, life lessons, considering the Panchanga principles only, and not covering zodiac and planetary aspects. Every case study presented here involves real people, and pseudonyms have been used to preserve their identity and integrity. Let us begin. Name: Miss Nora, age 59 years. Ascendant Nakshatra, Rohini Nakshatra. Tuesday, Mangalvara. Tithi, Shukla Saptami, Karana. Yoga, Sadhya. Here is the personality analysis based on Panchanga details for Miss Nora. General personality characteristics. Ascendant Nakshatra, Rohini. Miss Nora's personality is influenced by the nurturing and creative energy of Rohini Nakshatra. Known for its beauty, charm, and ability to create and nurture, Rohini natives often possess a magnetic presence and an artistic flair. Miss Nora is likely to be charming and attractive, with a love for beauty, luxury, and the finer things in life. She may have a talent for business, especially in areas related to creativity, art, real estate, and agriculture. Her life lesson involves nurturing her inner love and using her charm and magnetism to produce fruitful outcomes that benefit the world, similar to how crops nourish and sustain life. Mangalvara. Being born on a Tuesday, ruled by Mars, Mangal, Miss Nora's personality is strong-willed, energetic, and courageous. She has a dynamic and assertive nature, often taking the initiative in her personal and professional life. Mars's influence makes her passionate and determined, with a competitive streak. She may be quick to take action and can sometimes be impulsive or impatient, but her drive and enthusiasm help her overcome obstacles and achieve her goals. Tithi, Shukla Saptami. Individuals born on Shukla Saptami are ambitious and focused on achieving their goals. Miss Nora is likely to have a strong sense of purpose and is determined to succeed in her endeavors. This Tithi is associated with progress and growth, indicating that she is driven to improve herself and her circumstances, often striving for recognition and accomplishment. Gara Karana endows Miss Nora with a practical and grounded nature. She is diligent and hardworking, with a methodical approach to life. Her practicality helps her navigate challenges and find effective solutions to problems. She is reliable and dependable, often taking on responsibilities and fulfilling them with dedication. Yoga, Sadhya. Sadhya Yoga bestows Miss Nora with a strong desire for accomplishment and success. She is persistent and determined, with the ability to overcome obstacles through sheer willpower and effort. Her focus on achieving her goals makes her a determined and resilient individual who is not easily deterred by setbacks. Strengths: magnetic presence and charm. The influence of Rohini Nakshatra gives Miss Nora a magnetic presence and natural charm. She is likely to be well-liked and admired, with a talent for attracting opportunities and people to her. Determination and courage. Mars' influence on her Vara makes her strong-willed and courageous. She is not afraid to take risks and is willing to fight for what she believes in, making her a formidable presence in any situation. Practicality and diligence. The practical nature of Gara Karana makes her methodical and diligent. She is capable of handling complex tasks and responsibilities with efficiency and care. Persistence and focus. Sadhya Yoga enhances her persistence and focus, enabling her to achieve her goals through hard work and determination. She is unlikely to give up easily and is willing to put in the effort required to succeed. Drives. Desire for success and recognition. The ambitious nature of Shukla Saptami drives Miss Nora to seek success and recognition. She is motivated by a desire to achieve her goals and to be acknowledged for her efforts and accomplishments. Creative expression and business acumen. Rohini Nakshatra's influence drives her towards creative expression and business ventures. She is likely motivated by opportunities to create, nurture, and grow, whether in business, art, or other creative fields. Courage and action. The dynamic energy of Mangalvara drives her to take action and assert herself. She is motivated by challenges and is often at her best when pursuing her goals with passion and enthusiasm. Achievement and excellence. Sadhya Yoga drives her to strive for excellence in all she does. She is motivated by a desire to accomplish her goals and to be seen as successful and competent. Emotional body traits. Passionate and assertive. The influence of Mars on her Vara makes Miss Nora passionate and assertive. She is likely to express her emotions directly and forcefully, especially when she feels strongly about something. Charming and sensual. The nurturing and creative nature of Rohini Nakshatra gives her a charming and sensual emotional expression. She values beauty and harmony in her relationships and is likely to be affectionate and loving towards those she cares about. Ambitious and driven. The influence of Shukla Saptami makes her emotionally driven to achieve her goals. She is likely to be emotionally invested in her work and her achievements, finding fulfillment through accomplishment and success. Persistent and resilient. Sadhya Yoga gives her emotional resilience and persistence. She is able to withstand setbacks and challenges, using them as motivation to continue striving towards her goals. Life path. Business and creative ventures. Miss Nora's life path is likely to involve business and creative ventures. She may find success in areas related to art, real estate, agriculture, or finance, using her natural talents and business acumen to create and grow. Personal growth and accomplishment. The influence of Shukla Saptami suggests a life path focused on personal growth and accomplishment. Miss Nora is likely to set high goals for herself and to work diligently to achieve them, finding fulfillment through her successes. Leadership and initiative. The dynamic energy of Mangalvara indicates a life path that involves leadership and initiative. Miss Nora may take on roles that require her to lead others or to take the initiative in challenging situations. Resilience and determination. Sadhya Yoga suggests a life path that involves resilience and determination. Miss Nora is likely to face challenges and setbacks, but her persistence and focus will help her overcome them and achieve her desired outcomes. Miss Nora's personality is shaped by a dynamic blend of charm, determination, practicality, and resilience. Her drive for success and her ability to connect with and inspire others make her a powerful force in her personal and professional life. Emotionally resilient and motivated by a desire to achieve, she is likely to experience a life path filled with growth, accomplishment, and meaningful contributions to society. Panchanga Case Study 5. Hi. Welcome to Consciousness YouTube channel. Here we explore practical ways to understand personality, career, and relationships using the ancient science of Vedic astrology and the Vedic calendar system, graciously given by the ancient wise of India. In this playlist, we undertake case studies with the following criteria and parameters in play: Ascendant Nakshatra, Vara, Tithi, Karana, Yoga. The above 5 parameters explore the fundamental guiding principle of the balance of energies between 3 aspects: the sun, the moon, and the ascendant, in any natal birth chart. Before going through the case study, please ensure you understand the fundamental principles in previous videos of this series and take your notes. Only then will these help in your deeper understanding and how to apply them to your own charts. Let us now get into the case studies. Remember, in each case we shall see dominant personality traits that can help shape a person's life, career, relationships, and most importantly, life lessons, considering the Panchanga principles only, and not covering zodiac and planetary aspects. Every case study presented here involves real people, and pseudonyms have been used to preserve their identity and integrity. Let us begin. Mrs. Sasha, age 40 years, Ascendant Nakshatra, Ashwini Nakshatra, Vara, Wednesday, Budhavara, Tithi, Krishna Pratipada, Yola, Harshana. Here is the personality analysis based on Panchanga details for Mrs. Sasha. General personality characteristics. Ascendant Nakshatra Ashwini. Mrs. Sasha's personality is influenced by the energetic and pioneering nature of Ashwini Nakshatra. She is a natural initiator, always eager to start new ventures and take on new challenges. Known for her quick decision-making and dynamic energy, she can be impulsive and restless at times. Ashwini natives are often involved in healing or therapeutic practices and possess a youthful and vibrant energy. Mrs. Sasha is likely to be adaptable, friendly, and commanding. She may also have a desire for admiration and recognition, and her life lesson involves using her abilities to initiate new beginnings while being patient enough to see them through. Vara, Wednesday, Budhavara. Being born on a Wednesday, ruled by Mercury, Buddha, Mrs. Sasha's personality is communicative, intelligent, and adaptable. She has a keen intellect and is naturally curious, often engaging in continuous learning. Her communication skills are strong, making her effective in roles that require negotiation, teaching, or public speaking. She is sociable and enjoys exchanging ideas, which helps her build connections in both personal and professional settings. Those born on Krishna Pratipada are introspective and reflective. Mrs. Sasha is likely to be thoughtful and considerate, often taking time to analyze situations before acting. This Tithi can make her sensitive to criticism and more focused on self-improvement and personal growth. Karana, Balava. Balava Karana endows Mrs. Sasha with enthusiasm, flexibility, and a youthful spirit. She is adaptable and can shift between various roles with ease. Her enthusiasm and positive outlook make her a motivating and uplifting presence in her social and professional circles. She is likely to approach life with a sense of optimism and is skilled at finding solutions to problems. Yoga Harshana. Harshana Yoga bestows Mrs. Sasha with a joyful and enthusiastic nature. She has a cheerful disposition and is often the source of positivity and lightheartedness in her surroundings. This yoga enhances her ability to find joy in life's small moments and to uplift others with her optimism and humor. Strengths. Initiative and drive. The influence of Ashwini Nakshatra gives Mrs. Sasha a strong drive to initiate new projects and ventures. She is not afraid to take risks and is always looking for opportunities to start something new. Communication and intelligence. Mercury's influence on her Vara makes her an effective communicator and a quick thinker. She is able to convey her ideas clearly and can adapt her communication style to suit different audiences. Flexibility and enthusiasm. Balava Karana provides her with flexibility and enthusiasm, allowing her to adapt to changing circumstances and maintain a positive attitude even in challenging situations. Joyful and uplifting nature. The cheerful and positive influence of Harshana Yoga makes her a source of inspiration and motivation for others. She has a natural ability to uplift those around her and to find joy in everyday life. Drives. Desire for new beginnings. The pioneering energy of Ashwini drives Mrs. Sasha to constantly seek new beginnings and opportunities. She is motivated by a desire to innovate and make a mark in her chosen field. Learning and communication. The influence of Budhavara means that Mrs. Sasha is driven by a thirst for knowledge and a love for communication. She is constantly seeking to learn new things and to share her knowledge with others. Personal growth and improvement. The introspective nature of Krishna Pratipada drives her to focus on self-improvement and personal growth. She is motivated by a desire to better herself and to overcome personal challenges. Creating joy and positivity. Harshana Yoga drives Mrs. Sasha to create joy and positivity in her surroundings. She is motivated by a desire to uplift others and to spread happiness wherever she goes. Emotional body traits. Restless and impulsive. The energetic nature of Ashwini Nakshatra can make Mrs. Sasha restless and impulsive. She may struggle with maintaining long-term stability or consistency, often seeking new experiences or challenges to keep herself engaged. Analytical and reflective. The influence of Krishna Pratipada makes her analytical and reflective. She tends to think deeply about her emotions and experiences, which can make her introspective and sometimes self-critical. Sociable and curious. Mercury's influence on her Vara makes her sociable and curious. She enjoys learning from others and sharing her own knowledge, and she thrives in environments that encourage intellectual exchange and communication. Optimistic and joyful. Harshana Yoga brings a joyful and optimistic emotional outlook. Even in difficult situations, Mrs. Sasha is likely to maintain a positive attitude and to find ways to inspire and uplift those around her. Life path, innovation and leadership. Mrs. Sasha's life path is marked by innovation and leadership. She is likely to take on roles that require her to initiate new projects or lead others, using her pioneering spirit to bring about positive changes. Learning and teaching. The influence of Budhavara suggests a life path focused on learning and teaching. Mrs. Sasha may find fulfillment in roles that allow her to share her knowledge and to engage in continuous learning and personal development. Self-reflection and growth. The introspective nature of Krishna Pratipada indicates a life path focused on self-reflection and personal growth. Mrs. Sasha may be drawn to practices that encourage self-awareness and inner development, such as meditation or self-study. Creating positivity and joy. Harshana Yoga suggests a life path centered around creating positivity and joy. Mrs. Sasha is likely to leave a positive impact on her community through her efforts to spread happiness and to uplift those around her. Mrs. Sasha's personality is shaped by a dynamic blend of initiative, intelligence, flexibility, and optimism. Her drive for innovation and her ability to connect with and inspire others make her a powerful force for positive change in her personal and professional life. Emotionally resilient and motivated by a desire to create joy, she is likely to experience a life path filled with growth, renewal, and meaningful contributions to society. Panchanga Case Study 8, Miss Tammy. Hi, welcome to Consciousness YouTube channel. Here we explore practical ways to understand personality, career, and relationships using the ancient science of Vedic astrology and the Vedic calendar system, graciously given by the ancient wise of India. In this playlist, we undertake case studies with the following criteria and parameters in play: Ascendant Nakshatra, Vara, Tithi, Karana, Yoga. The above 5 parameters explore the fundamental guiding principle of the balance of energies between 3 aspects, the sun, the moon, and the ascendant, in any natal birth chart. Before going through the case study, please ensure you understand the fundamental principles in previous videos of this series and take your notes. Only then will these help in your deeper understanding and how to apply them to your own charts. Let us now get into the case studies. Remember, in each case, we shall see dominant personality traits that can help shape a person's life, career, relationships, and most importantly, life lessons, considering the Panchanga principles only, and not covering zodiac and planetary aspects. Every case study presented here involves real people, and pseudonyms have been used to preserve their identity and integrity. Let us begin. Name, Miss Tammy, age 58 years, Ascendant Nakshatra, Rohini Nakshatra, Thursday, Guruvara, Tithi, Krishna Ashtami, Karana, Balava, Sukarma. Here is the personality analysis based on Panchanga details for Miss Tammy. General personality characteristics. Ascendant Nakshatra, Rohini. Miss Tammy's personality is influenced by the nurturing and creative energy of Rohini Nakshatra. She is likely to be charming, attractive, and magnetic, with a strong appreciation for beauty and aesthetics. Rohini natives often possess a talent for business, especially in areas related to creativity, art, real estate, and agriculture. Miss Tammy's life lesson involves using her charm and magnetism to nurture and produce outcomes that benefit the world. Much like how crops nourish and sustain life, she may also have a strong focus on wealth accumulation and prosperity, with a natural ability to attract good luck and opportunities. Vara, Thursday, Guruvara. Being born on a Thursday ruled by Jupiter, Guru, Miss Tammy's personality is philosophical, optimistic, and generous. She has a broad-minded outlook on life and values knowledge and wisdom. Jupiter's influence makes her inclined towards teaching, counseling, and sharing her insights with others. She is likely to be compassionate and charitable, with a desire to contribute positively to society. Her love for learning and growth drives her to constantly seek new experiences and to expand her understanding of the world. Those born on Krishna Ashtami are introspective and often focus on inner growth and self-improvement. Miss Tammy is likely to be reflective and thoughtful, seeking to resolve inner conflicts and to better understand herself. This Tithi can indicate a strong drive for personal development and a desire to overcome challenges through perseverance and inner strength. Karana, Balava. Balava Karana bestows enthusiasm, flexibility, and a youthful spirit. Miss Tammy is adaptable and can easily navigate changes and challenges. Her positive outlook and energetic approach make her a motivating presence in both personal and professional settings. She is likely to be optimistic and open-minded, willing to explore new ideas and opportunities. Yoga. Sukarma Yoga brings a positive influence on one's actions and efforts. Miss Tammy is likely to be diligent, hardworking, and focused on achieving good outcomes through her actions. This yoga gives her a sense of responsibility and a desire to do things the right way, often leading to successful and fruitful endeavors. Strengths: magnetic presence and business acumen. The influence of Rohini Nakshatra gives Miss Tammy a magnetic presence and strong business acumen. She is likely to be successful in areas related to commerce, finance, real estate, or creative ventures, using her charm and strategic thinking to attract opportunities. Generosity and wisdom. Jupiter's influence on her Vara enhances her generosity and love for knowledge. She is likely to be compassionate and willing to share her wisdom with others, making her a natural teacher or mentor. Adaptability and enthusiasm. Balava Karana provides her with flexibility and enthusiasm. She is open to new experiences and can handle changes with grace and optimism, often inspiring those around her with her positive attitude. Diligence and integrity. Sukarma Yoga enhances her diligence and integrity. Miss Tammy is likely to be hardworking and focused on achieving her goals in a responsible and ethical manner, often leading to success and respect in her community. Drives. Desire for prosperity and success. The influence of Rohini drives Miss Tammy to seek prosperity and success. She is motivated by a desire to achieve financial stability and to create a comfortable and beautiful environment for herself and her loved ones. Learning and teaching. The philosophical nature of Guruvara means that Miss Tammy is driven by a love for learning and teaching. She is motivated by opportunities to gain knowledge and to share her insights with others, often seeking roles that allow her to educate or mentor. Personal growth and development. The introspective nature of Krishna Ashtami drives her to focus on personal growth and development. She is motivated by a desire to overcome personal challenges and to achieve a deeper understanding of herself. Positive action and impact. Sukarma Yoga drives Miss Tammy to take positive actions and to have a meaningful impact through her efforts. She is motivated by a desire to contribute positively to her community and to create lasting, beneficial outcomes. Emotional body traits. Charming and nurturing. The nurturing energy of Rohini Nakshatra gives Miss Tammy a charming and nurturing emotional nature. She values emotional connections and is likely to be loving and supportive in her relationships. Philosophical and compassionate. The influence of Jupiter on her Vara makes her emotionally philosophical and compassionate. She is likely to approach emotional situations with a broad-minded and understanding perspective, often seeking to find the deeper meaning in her experiences. Reflective and introspective. The influence of Krishna Ashtami makes her emotionally reflective and introspective. She tends to think deeply about her feelings and experiences, often seeking to understand and resolve any inner conflicts. Optimistic and positive. Sukarma Yoga brings a positive and optimistic emotional outlook. Even in challenging situations, Miss Tammy is likely to maintain a hopeful and proactive attitude, using her resilience and determination to overcome obstacles. Life path, business and creative ventures. Miss Tammy's life path is likely to involve business and creative ventures. She may find success in areas related to commerce, finance, real estate, or the arts, using her natural talents and business acumen to create and grow. Teaching and mentoring. The influence of Guruvara suggests a life path focused on teaching and mentoring. Miss Tammy may find fulfillment in roles that allow her to share her knowledge and to guide others in their personal or professional development. Personal growth and self-understanding. The introspective nature of Krishna Ashtami indicates a life path centered on personal growth and self-understanding. Miss Tammy may be drawn to practices that encourage self-awareness and inner development, such as meditation, therapy, or self-study. Positive action and contribution. Sukarma Yoga suggests a life path that involves taking positive action and making meaningful contributions. Miss Tammy is likely to leave a positive impact on her community through her efforts to support and uplift those around her. Miss Tammy's personality is shaped by a dynamic blend of charm, wisdom, adaptability, and diligence. Her drive for success and her ability to connect with and inspire others make her a powerful force for positive change in her personal and professional life. Emotionally resilient and motivated by a desire to create harmony and prosperity, she is likely to experience a life path filled with growth, success, and meaningful contributions to society.